live. Hi guys. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Baby Steps to Greatness Sierra Vista live show. This is the official launch of the show, and I'm here today with the co-owners of Timeless Therapeutic Day Spa, and we're featuring local businesses in Sierra Vista. I thought this would be a good idea to do because I do live streaming everything, and just kind of being out and about and meeting different businesses. I would walk into a business and say, why don't more people know about you? Or why aren't you using live streaming? Or why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? So rather than continuing to give them an encouraging nudge in the inevitable pursuit of their greatness, I just thought, well, I'll just bring the live show to them. So this will be fun for me to do. And we'll be doing this every Friday. Every Friday we'll highlight a different local business, local to me being Sierra Vista, Arizona. So I'm excited to do this. We are simulcasting, you guys. We are on Facebook Live and on Periscope. So ladies, say hello to the people.
Hi.
Hi. So Natasha's saying she's missed me. Candy says she's great seeing us. So you guys, we're here, like I said, with the owners of Timeless Therapeutic Day Spa. So ladies, why don't you introduce yourselves to the people?
Go ahead.
I'm Lisa Rowland.
Hannah Swallender.
So Lisa and Hannah, like I said, are the co-owners of the spa here in Sierra Vista, Arizona. And you guys are coming up on a big milestone in the history of the business. 10 years.
January.
10 years in January. That is awesome. I mean, given like, what is the statistic like? 50% of businesses don't make it through the first 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Small businesses.
Wow.
That's a huge milestone. So that's super duper excited. So why don't you guys tell the live streaming audience a little bit about Timeless, what makes Timeless unique, why is Timeless awesome? I know why Timeless is awesome, but they don't know.
Then you tell them.
No. I knew Hannah was going to say that.
I like how you explain it, so you tell them.
I think one of the things that makes Timeless awesome, as far as I am concerned, is our authenticity. Lisa and I, we had our own businesses separate. We worked in the same office, but we had separate businesses, and we realized that Sierra Vista didn't have anything like this. They didn't have a day spa. They didn't have anything for people in Sierra Vista, so we decided, let's do it. There's no one better than us to do it. So we created this day spa. We wanted people to experience the peacefulness, the glamour, the upscale of a day spa, but we still wanted the authenticity of the therapeutic treatments, of the effective treatments, of coming in one way and walking out feeling completely different from the inside and on the outside. So I think that's one thing that lets us stand apart from everybody else, is that they're effective. We are effective, and people come to us for that. On multiple occasions, I personally have had clients come to me before seeing a surgeon because they want to be able to heal their bodies, and they believe in the massage. People come to Lisa and our other technicians for skincare to actually help with their skin, and we get the results. And I think that is primary why we are different, what makes us stand out.
I mean, I would definitely agree. Like we're sitting here in one of the treatment rooms, and it is spa and also therapy, and I think you guys balance that really well. You know, you walk in and you get the spa experience, you know, the aesthetics and the vibe and the muted voices. You get that, but then you come in the treatment room and you get the therapy with on top of that too. So I definitely think you guys do a really good job of not being too salon-y and not being too doctor officey.
And that was real important because we designed this space. It was a complete blank space when we got it, and we helped design it from the beginning, you know, from the floor up. And we worked with somebody that did feng shui to make sure that everything was going to flow correctly, and we wanted to make sure that all the rooms would be a little bit different, and that you didn't think automatically doctor's office as soon as you walked in the door, and you didn't get the overwhelming smell some things, of chemicals also when you walk in the door.
Right.
So that was very deliberate, how we designed it, and how we want to keep designing it and renovating it.
That's cool. I mean, and that just shows how having that vision, you know, kind of going into, I mean, especially now, everybody and their sister is like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur, and they're just kind of flying by the seat of their pants, not realizing that when you do the planning, you do give it some thought ahead of time. Don't jump straight into doing stuff, but actually take some time to think things through. It works and it lasts. Especially now, the microwave entrepreneur thing is kind of taking over the world. But you guys, you guys are like, you're a mainstay in Sierra Vista. I don't even remember how I first came to know about you guys. It was probably through Nat. I'm sure it was through Nat. And then coming in here the first time, I was like, okay.
We still
I'm just gonna sit like I'm riding down Highway 90. I just want to just hang out in here. Just let me sit on the couch and just like close my eyes and zen out for a minute, and then I'll be good.
And we do have people that do that. Some people will come in, they don't even have any treatments, and they'll just come in and they'll hang out in the front and have some coffee and maybe a cookie, and or they'll come like an hour early for their treatments because and they just want to just chill out. So we like that. And we don't even like playing music up at the front too much because it's distracting.
Right.
There's so much noise everywhere when you really think about it, and so to come into a building, an office, and just sit in silence is very calming in itself.
Yeah, and you don't even realize how noisy it is out there until you come in there.
Yeah.
You're like, oh wow, I like this for some reason. I don't know why, but it's nice. You don't even realize that. So 10 years in business, Hannah, you said you two used to work in the same building but had different businesses. So you came to this business already with a business background already.
Kind of. It was a self-employed background.
Okay.
I'd been doing it for a few years. Hannah had been doing it for a little bit less.
Yeah.
But it was definitely just, centered around me and my business, and which was Timeless Face and Body at the time, and people were just renting some space from me, and that worked out fine. But then it wasn't working, and we had to change it. And she's the only person that I could even imagine doing this with, because we're very different in a lot of ways, but we work really well together. So
that's another milestone
Yeah.
to kind of interrupt. Lisa and I have been friends for
Since
rounding
the
up
early
about
90s.
20 years.
Okay.
So we're friends, but we're also business partners, and we're still friends after being in business for 10 years.
Yeah.
But like Lisa said, we balance each other. Where I am weak, she is so strong, and vice versa. And if I'm having a bad week, she's right on, and we carry each other the whole time. It's been great that we've never had bad weeks at the same time.
No,
I know it's perfect. It hasn't worked out that way.
Gosh.
we
but
usually rotate those.
we're very lucky.
Okay. You rotate, so it's my turn.
Yeah.
Next week it'll be your turn.
I'll come in and like, Hannah, this is my week. You just
Like, okay, I got it. But we work very, very well together, and she balances me, I balance her. She reels me back in when I'm having crazies, and vice versa. It's been, I think that's another thing that makes us different, is that, and people sense that the camaraderie between the two of us as well.
Because if you two were partners but secretly hated each other, that wouldn't be a secret. People would know. They would feel that. They would feel that.
Absolutely.
And I do think I was like, y'all
and
just
wouldn't
like.
have lasted as long either.
Oh my God, you're right. That was going to be my next question. Kind of, what is that balance like? Kind of coming from doing your separate things to, forming this partnership. I'm sure you talked about it already. You already have your rhythm. You could come in and you could say, okay, Hannah's having a bad week. Okay, so I got to do what I need to do. You could say, okay, Lisa is like, whoo, like Lisa hasn't had her coffee yet, so I need to fill, I got to step in because, we're struggling a little bit. So that's cool, and that is so, I don't even think it's rare. I just think it's not as talked about, the what's talked about is the fact that women can't get along in business and, you know, can't work together. That's kind of the sensational story.
Right.
But this is what's real. This is what's really going on.
But you have to find the right person too. I mean, if you're too much alike, then it's not going to work because you're going to butt heads, and I think it just wouldn't work.
I think we grow because we're different. Because you'll say, well, let's do this. No. What about this? Yeah, okay. So let's compromise. Yeah. And if we were too much the same, I think it would be very easy to get stagnant, and we don't want to be stagnant.
Yes. Or we would have gone completely over the top, and we wouldn't be in business any longer.
Right. That's, I mean, all awesome. Lisa, you said something a second ago that I want to kind of pull out a little bit. You said, you know, how you guys designed this space, and you're looking kind of going forward, looking toward the future, designing the next space. So kind of what do you see coming for Timeless in like the next 5-10 years for the spa? Are you already thinking about that and kind of making those plans, or you're like, listen, we're just trying to get to 2020 and then we'll take it from there?
Trying to get to tomorrow.
Well, we are renovating this next year. Over the next year and a half or so, we'll be doing some renovations for this space. So we're pretty much concentrating on that for the next year. And then after that, we've always had a dream of opening up something closer to where Hannah actually lives in the Saurita area, Vail, Saurita area.
Oh yeah.
We would love to open up something up that way, but that's like 5 years.
A little further down the line.
Yeah.
That's good though. I mean, having that plan, working toward the plan, that's awesome. And for me knowing Vail, Saurita area, oh my gosh, like y'all could get in there and kill it.
Yeah, they don't really have anything.
Exactly.
There, so.
You could get in there and kill it. So what's going on? Like what's going on now in the spa? What's happening? What's popping on? You know, what's going on, Hannah?
I don't understand your question.
Well, we're gearing up right now for the.
Because you guys, one of the things that's cool about you guys too is you have the board outside that always tells what's going on. You know, what should people, you know, kind of directing people even before they come in the spa. They might not have been thinking about coming in the spa to buy a gift certificate for a such and such, but it's on the board, it's on sale, so I probably need to buy one. You know, it's like, oh, okay, well, I want to make sure I ask about that before I leave. So what's like the current campaign? What are you working on? Kind of what's happening?
Our enhancements.
Yeah, there are a couple of things. You want to talk about it?
We're gearing up for September. We're introducing a new add-on menu, and it's an enhancement menu. So for an additional $10, you can get a hot stone enhancement, or a bamboo massage enhancement, or you can get paraffin added to a treatment. You can get a neck treatment with your facial. There's little things that we're adding on. So that way people can get a little more bang for their buck with their treatments, and it just changes things up a little bit. Also introduces treatments to people that they never would have gotten before, like the hot stone, because it's not a full hot stone full body treatment. It's just an enhancement, a little taste of bamboo, a little taste of hot stone. So we are going kind of gangbusters with that starting in September. And then we have a new facial that I can't talk about yet, but that's also going to be starting up in facial. We're really excited.
Ooh,
about
I
it.
like secrets.
And it's not just one of those, you know, seasonal ones. It's one we're adding on to.
So it'll be on the menu.
It'll be on the menu, and it's a very effective, wonderful brightening treatment. So I can't wait to start talking about that on Facebook or social media and Instagram, hopefully in the very near future.
Now, what's the bamboo thing?
You describe that.
They're sticks of bamboo that are smooth, that are not going to give you splinters or anything, and it's they're warmed. It's not hot like the hot stone, but it is warm, and it is it works more with the connective tissue, the fascia, and so it can be a little bit of a deeper treatment, but you're not getting into each little muscle fiber that you might get into with a regular deep tissue massage. It's really amazing.
There's a video,
awesome.
A video of it
on
right now on Facebook page.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I have to make sure I share that.
Yesterday.
Yeah,
because
really
when you said
good
bamboo, I'm like, okay, what is that? That sounds intriguing.
It's really great for
I know.
For muscle
we beat
soreness,
you into
it's
wellness.
really good.
Yeah,
You will be well.
You will be well. We beat you into wellness. That's cool. That's cool. So now you guys obviously don't do all of the stuff in the spa by yourself. So how you have a team. Do you have is your team set up like salon, or is it where it's like booth rent, for lack of a better word, where people pay for their space and they pay monthly for their space?
It's nothing like that.
So you guys have
everybody here is an employee, and that's also very deliberate because with booth rent, there's a certain lack of control that you can have over a person's time and their schedules. So it was super important to us from the very beginning, no booth rent. Everybody is going to be employees. So that way we have like autonomous control of the scheduling and getting things done the way we need them to be done. And having some form of structure for all the treatments. So people know, okay, I'm going to get a treatment from Hannah, and that there is certain things that are always done in Hannah's treatments. And so they know that if they go to somebody else, they're going to get essentially the same massage with another person's tweak on it. But so we had to come up with all the protocols for everything, and as you would with employees. But that's what we do, and we have 5 massage therapists.
Yes,
5 massage
including
therapists.
myself.
3 estheticians, we have 1 nail person, and we have 3 front desk people. So the front desk is constantly manned. Am I missing another treatment person? No. Okay. And we're looking at bringing on maybe 1 or 2 more people next year too.
What is because you guys, y'all have a good group of ladies.
We have
a really good group of people.
Yes.
For me, like being on the consumer side, outside looking in, it's not always we're hiring, because usually when you see if somebody's hiring like every month, and it's like, okay, what is going on in there? Like, why won't people stay? What's really going on? So you clearly, with the maybe it's making them an employees, given that structure, it kind of provides that security for the team and fosters that buy-in, so they don't kind of feel like this is just a place I go to do stuff, but they feel like they're a part of something that is timeless, and that maybe that kind of fosters that loyalty and that that
they're not all
stability
for themselves,
right.
Which you do get a lot with booth rent. Unfortunately, you get a lot of competition, and for us, it's always been, and I say this with other things too, it's community over competition, and
community over competition. I love
and
that.
I agree, and that goes not just in the spa, but also in our industry too. We completely believe in community over competition, but and we're not perfect. I mean, our first few years, it was really difficult finding that right group of people, finding that right pay scale, the right people for what we needed, and it took us a while, and we're finally in a really, really great place. We've been for about 3 years now, but it took time to find it. It took time to find the right balance, and I know that we made mistakes, and you're going to make mistakes, and we definitely made mistakes in the beginning, but we learned from them, and we grew each time, and now we seem to have hit a really, really great
stride
place. Yeah.
That's good. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you mentioned, Lisa, like with the bamboo stuff, because that is something that's new. Putting that out, a snippet of it out on Facebook, and slowly, kind of like, hey, we're bringing this in. This is what you can expect. So how does using social media help the business? How do you leverage it to bring people in and do whatever it is else that you're trying to do in the spa?
Well, it's new for us, and we're trying to make it like our main focus is doing Instagram and doing Facebook and getting into Periscope, and trying to do all these things and trying to make it part of our daily routine.
Yeah.
And it's going to take a little while, but with your help, I think we're going to be able to do that, and it's going to be very important. I think it's going to be quite crucial, because really social media is the thing now, and if you want to get the word out there, then social media, whether you do it or you don't do it, is going to make or break a business.
Right. Oh, wow. I mean, I definitely believe that this is what I do. But that's so impactful because you guys have been in business longer than social media, essentially.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Facebook was just coming on the scene 2006, 2007. So all of these tools that are now out, and the fact that you being what I would consider an OG in the business thing, and recognizing that, hey, we've got to adapt.
Yes.
because the consumer, the market is evolving. So you guys have to evolve, not even just with them, but kind of ahead of them. You kind of got to keep pace with what the consumer's doing, and then making sure that you're using the tools in different ways to keep them engaged, to keep them paying attention.
And there's too many businesses not just in our industry, but in this Sierra Vista area, that they're not stepping it up. They're not evolving, and I think that's the most important part. Is you have to evolve or die. And we're not planning on dying anytime soon. So we've got to evolve and adapt to this new thing, this social media thing, which isn't new for some people, but it's been a challenge for us because we are old guard. I mean, we are, kind of really happy and fat, dumb, and happy, sitting in my little spot, thinking about, I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend money on that. I don't want to put myself out there. I don't want to be live.
What? You mean I got to do something different?
No, that's her. That's her.
I do have to say that I am like that. I am very comfortable in my routine, and me and technology do not get along. So this is a whole new endeavor for me. But what has it been, 2 weeks now that we've been consistently doing things on Facebook? Oh my goodness. It's fun, and I think it's being received very well.
Did you just say it was fun?
I did. I know.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Now, granted, I haven't posted anything on Lisa. I just actually see it, which is huge.
But you're at least liking it and you're sharing it.
I have.
That's
I've
awesome.
shared it, but I think it's going to be very, 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 very good. Very effective.
Yeah.
And probably better than I thought it would be. I didn't think it would be bad, but just in the 2 weeks, I think it.
You're already seeing kind of the.
Yeah, the draw, the
interaction on the
yes,
on the
yes, and how people are almost. I kind of get the feeling, and maybe it's real or not, but that they're waiting for the next one. Well, Well, you had talked about, and it's kind of happening. Well, what are they going to post today? Well, what are they going to do today? And so it's.
That's exactly what it is.
Fantastic.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So yeah, like sooner or later, you guys are going to need to double this space in a minute, like sooner than you expected. Like it's going to be time. You're going to have all of the social, all of the Facebooks, are going to bring so many people in here. You're going to be like, well, we need to hire more people and get more space and do more things. So what are you two?
Okay with that.
What are you two kind of looking forward to as women, as the owners of the business? The business is growing. You kind of have the plans for what you want the business to look like in 3, 5, 7 years. What do you two want? Do you want to keep doing this? Or are you kind of looking forward to? What are you looking to do?
I'm not done massaging yet. I do still love that. Every time I put my hands down to start a massage, I think it's fantastic that after 15 years of massaging, I still love doing it. I love that we have provided a livelihood for 11 other women for 10 years, off and on.
That's awesome.
So there's, I don't think it would be right to give that up, because if we were to stop, then that means everybody stops. That's 10 families out there that stop, and that doesn't set well with me. So I'm fine still massaging.
You love it, so
Yeah.
you keep doing it.
Yeah.
I think we would like to be able to step back a little bit and let somebody else, which we're in the process of training somebody now, let somebody else kind of be the face in the front, and Hannah and we can work a shorter schedule is what we would like.
Stay behind the closed doors doing
Yeah.
the treatments. Be able to relinquish some of the
Administrative
stuff, because that does
I'd like
get
to just be able to come in and do treatments instead of also be worrying about all the other things. So we're in the process of training somebody to do that. So that'll be exciting, and that's one of our other goals over the next year is to get her completely up to doing that, so that we can just do our jobs.
What you love.
Yeah.
You can just do what you love.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, so we're done.
Awesome.
This is awesome, y'all. This is exciting. Thank you guys so much. I don't even want to tell you like how the nerves were like, okay, we're doing this. It's going to be live. What's going to happen? I don't know what to expect. But this was cool. This is cool. So I mean, and like I said, you guys are kind of the first official. Nat and I do. It's nothing for Nat and I to just jump on and be like, hey, girl, what are we talking about? But I was really looking forward to this one because this was the first official interview that we did, and I again want to keep this thing rolling and being able to present more of Sierra Vista. You guys obviously kind of came to the same realization that my family did 3 years ago when we moved here. Well, this is a nice place to build a business.
Oh, yeah.
Contrary to what a lot of people would say, I know we saw opportunity. Clearly, you guys saw and continue to see opportunity here. So, I thank you. Thank you.
No,
thank you for
Thank you. Thank you for doing this for the other businesses in Sierra Vista and for reaching out to everybody. That's wonderful.
Well, that's what I have no problem telling people what to do.
We know.
No problem. No problem at all. So, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all so very much. So y'all, there you have it. Timeless Therapeutic Day Spa. Hannah, Lisa, the two chicks in charge, awesome women, just an awesome business. And again, this is what I hope to keep doing weekly, at least one new business a week, bringing it to you live, just in the space. We're actually in the studio, in this spa, letting you see what they do and getting to know the people behind the brands and the businesses. So I thank y'all so very much.
Thank you.
I thank you guys for watching.